Hello there. I'm here with this sweet little book called Come Fly With Me. And it's got some winged things in it. As you can see, there's a little bird. Looks like it might be a robin, since those look like robin eggs. The stitching on it is a one signature, and it's got the sewing, the stitching of the pages the same color. It's not really easy to see on camera, but in real life it's a lot more noticeable and it looks really pretty. So, but I've stitched around it everywhere. Look at this rose and these leaves and this flower. It's just so pretty. So yes, this was an envelope, a large envelope that was folded in three, places. So this is the one, right, and then this is the second, and then this is the third flip out. Okay, so the first part, I love all these colors, and you got a little feather here, a little organza. On a clear pocket. I love the clear pockets because you could see the tag. A lot of times you're kind of hides your tags and things. So really love that. These clear pockets I don't love so much because they are not adhering very well. I'm gonna have to come back and put some hot glue or something on there because yeah, that's like a packaging material, but they are very pretty. I mean, I made it like the glass, the sea glass kind of thing, with glitter and letting it dry. So all good things are wild and free. Thoreau, quoting Thoreau there. So we go to the next area here, and I love this little tag. Put some stitching of this really pretty lace around it, and I did go a little crazy with the stitching. I stitched a lot, and but I really like the way it looks with all the stitching. This is a nice place to dedicate this book, or to just write the date, or put a picture or a verse or something like that. This paper, I put Mod Podge on it just because I wanted a different texture, and the other side of the signature is I put gesso, which gave it a whole nother texture. But so this is usually adhered by a paper clip. I think this is Tsunami Rose image, I'm not sure. I used a lot of different things. So then you got the music paper, tea-dyed, and then I sewed the beautiful lace. I don't want to say it's vintage because I'm not 100% sure that it is, but it's not a newer that I bought at a store. It was an estate sale. So and it wasn't like a normal kind of estate sale. It was an individual that was selling his grandmother's stuff. So anyway, then you got this really pretty tag. I love this, fabric, which is kind of like a cream. It just complements the tea dye and the lace, and then the opposing page has a lot of the colors that just go so well together in this little book. And then I made this little collage little tag. Again, stitched it everywhere. Love that. These are some image of some really beautiful figs. And then this guy's got his hands in the soil, and I just really like that. Yeah, so some images don't always make sense. And why they make it to the book, sometimes it's because it's got the right colors, or there's a feeling that it evoked. But yeah, in this book, the main theme is flying. You know, come fly with me. So yeah, you have some butterflies, some birds, and things related to that. But then, you know, like I said, it's kind of like a dream. You know, all of a sudden you got stuff that you're not sure why it would be there. You know, so but it just kind of goes with the whole thing. It's really cute. So that's that. And you know, these pockets, some of these are like, this is sewn in, and then the, you know, it's kind of on its own. I love that. And this one, pocket in here, and that's a scrapbook paper, and I sewed around it to make it a nice little journaling card. This is another collage tag, with really pretty fabric. So again, not a new fabric, so very interesting fabric. And then this is tea dyed, more tea dyed scrapbook paper that is sewn. And actually, this paper, I actually copied this paper and then tea dyed it because I wanted the texture to be the way that it is. So, but the image is a scrapbook, you know, scrapbook paper image. And then this little birdie says fly. So, and this was made on from a clothing tag. So I love that. Love the way that came out. And I thought the colors went so well together. Little bingo tag. I did leave some blank spaces for people that want to do their own thing. I love this image of this hand, and it is a glove maker sign from the 1860s. And I found this magazine. The magazine image came from a magazine from 1992. So, you know, a little older magazine, very cool. Another sweet tag. This one has seam binding, tea stain seam binding, and then you got this little image of a birdhouse with a cute little collagey little fabric and button, again stitched all around. A lot of stitching. Some of my stitching is wonky, and I found that whenever I'm stitching a thicker card like this one, and then I switch to a thinner card, I really have to switch the needle, because the machines, the sewing machines don't like you to switch up like that. Yeah. So then you've got another kind of like a blank space for doing stuff. This is a perfect place for a picture, and then you can put another little embellishment over the picture, and then you have another, you know, face, and another one here, and another one here, and then this looks like a band-aid, which I love. So it's not, but anyway, there's that tea staining that kind of came out really cool. Created this like design there, and then this is the center of the signature, and I love it. It's beautiful, and it's got this button and a key and a heart, dangling heart. So very sweet. And again, I left a few blank spaces, not many. I was thinking about not putting this tag because the sewing on it did not, I mean, I just really had a hard time with it. But anyway, I may just leave it because, you know, really and truly, these little books, when they have those kind of faults in them, they kind of give it more character. So I think some people even like it more when that happens. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it. And I do think it kind of reminds us, you know, as you're going through these, and somebody made it with their hands. It wasn't like factory manufactured by a machine, you know. So, and then a landlord's labor. This is a really cute article. And you know, I didn't insert the whole article, but it just kind of reminded me of we own rental property, and you know, we've had some interesting people and stories, and uh, anyway, it definitely is a labor. So, but we are blessed by it as well. So anyway, this is a little article from a magazine that has a birdhouse, so that went well there. And these are little, again, like scrapbook paper images that I copied on regular paper and then tea dyed it, and then made it into like a little pocket like that. So, and then there's this tag that again is like a little collage tag I made, and I like how this ribbon kind of goes with her dress a little bit. It's not ribbon, it's just a fabric, but it's really sweet, and you know, I guess you could say she's flying in that swing. So when I see that image, it just evokes a feeling of joy and peace. I love this cute little card, and it's kind of, I gotta, there we go, unstick it. It was a little glued on, but anyway, there's another one of these pockets, and then this doily has some. It's a paper doily, but then it's got some fabric lace over it, and I love the way that came out. I think that's so pretty. And then there's space in here that you can tuck in something. These are like little tuck spots when they're folded over and stitched like that. This is a beautiful place for either a picture or writing, or you know, putting a poem or something like that. And then that's got a tuck. It's a little pocket too. Okay. And then this is just a pretty image, and you know, it just looked really good there like that. There's a pocket, like a little side pocket here that can be used for putting away papers or notes or whatever, cards. This is tea stained again, and love the butterfly images there. Tea stained and dyed, and then stitched, wonky stitched. So anyway, this I love. It has chickens and eggs and a field, which again doesn't have a lot to do with flying, but I don't know, I just really enjoyed this image, and especially the dirty nails on the guy working with the soil. I don't know, it just made me happy. So more tags, little birdies and little butterflies. And you know, the time does fly when you're having fun, so come fly with me, right? Love the tea dyeing on this, the way that came out. That's beautiful. Then that music paper, tea dyed, and then this pretty girl image, which I buy digital images on Etsy, so I don't remember which one this one. I want to say Tree of Life, but it might have been Tsunami Rose, no telling. And then this is a the other side of this image. I did this with gesso, so it's got a lot of grit, which I kind of like it, but not necessarily for this paper. But anyway, that's what happened there. So more scrapbook paper. This is actual scrapbook paper, you know, because it's got the gold embossing. So it's not easy to try to get, you know, you make copies of that. You can't really do the embossing. So, and then, so then, yeah, there's that little pocket on the pocket, which I like to do. And these are some journaling cards, and this is like a little, looks like a little reel, like photo negatives. And I love that plain tag with that little, what is that, a little scrap of crochet lace. So pretty. So that's it, guys. That's come fly with me and